Right. Let me introduce everybody. So, a very time zone. So, Imam and Tuan from same time, I guess. high-fidelity. Tuan is from Vietnam and he is working on mobile side. Sugar is also from Malawi, Africa. Eric is from Egypt, and Imam is from Indonesia. Hello, everyone. Nice to
Hello.
meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
Okay, maybe shall we start, Kirill? Yeah, thank you, Kirill. So for bringing us together, and I will maybe sharing my screen. So if you guys see on Figma file, you guys can directly write a comment on every part there. But if you guys doesn't have any Figma account, I think I will write the notes for any feedback later. But yeah, right now let's focus on first impression first. So this is maybe let's recap the design first. So this is the new design that I try to define, and you guys can see here on the left. So on the left, you guys can see the lo-fi, the wireframe that I try to sketch for every part of the design. And more to left, we have the first prototype that, if I'm not mistaken, this is created by Schubert, isn't it, Kirill? It is developed by Schubert, or
You're on mute, Kirill.
okay. Yeah, this is good, I think, and uh, I I already sketch of improvement of that. So that is for the recaps, and yeah, maybe I will ask you guys for first impression. Maybe we will I will ask Kirill first for the first impression. What do you think, Kirill, for the first impression of this first look? I mean, when you first see this revamp, this proposed revamp.
Kirill, I think you are on
Oh,
mute.
I see now. I couldn't find on mute button. Guys, actually, yeah. So first impression, well, it looks professional for me. Like because what we had before is just like prototype made by the developer. It's not really professional. So I like, for example, this sound bar made like from well, draft illustration is mock because we don't have like special brushes and stuff right now. But if we can draw like this, that's awesome. What else? Text. So am I right? In this design, it is assumed that we can edit more than just plain text. So it's something like Markdown, because I see there's heading and bold text.
Yeah, I propose to be like that. So if you see on the bottom, there is a setting to change the text style to italic, to heading, to bold, or we can even attach a file, the image or list or a checklist. So that the thing I propose. But yeah, I think if you want to hold this on the development, or if you think this was not good idea, I think I will write here.
By the way, I don't remember, just for context to other guys, initially this whole app idea was based on three modes of operation: text nodes, graphical nodes, and voice nodes. So graphical nodes are basically vector graphics, and we generate SVG graphics in there. So we just store it as SVG, which is text-based format. And we also have such ideas like version control. So we have history of can fork one of the past versions of any node. Yeah, I don't remember Imam versions here in this design.
Hold on, let me write your notes here first, okay? Okay, guys, let's use the Figma Spotlight. So I write the note version here. So Kirill mentioned you mentioned about the note version, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, I will ask you a question for, is this
Yeah, sure.
supposed to be multiple nodes, multiple functional nodes? Like we can put one image, also text, also illustration, also voice together in one nodes, or for now we should differentiate all of them. Like voice can be only voice, and drawing or illustration or graphical can be graphical. That cannot.
You mean can a node change its type with in next version? Like first we record voice, for example, and then we switch to text.
No, I mean, what I propose here is, so if we remember our past version, our prototype here, I think
Mhm.
this can only have one type of notes, right? Once we add the voice, that we cannot add the text on that voice, right? Or
Yeah, right.
so then I
But
propose.
we should make it, I think. So the idea is that a user could create voice first, like, for example, when user is driving to the work or something, and then when user comes to the office, he or she could type what they recorded during commute, and like also draw some schemes or like graph. Yeah, so we probably should have uh, one universal format for Node, which could contain SVG and voice and text. But for a user, it would look just like that. We have three like sections inside the node, I guess. And if two sections of three are empty, then we would see just like you see. By the way, do you see when I move my mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we here we like have clear representation that this is voice node,
Yeah,
and
and
here
and
we have it, but
yeah, that
we
is
have two
image.
inside one. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, so this like animation or not animation, I don't know,
No,
icon
no,
or placeholder
that
is
is for audio. So it indicate this notes has audio inside.
yeah. So in this node we actually have two, right? Text and audio.
Yeah. So basically, so yeah, let me make things clear for everyone. So when user click new memo here,
Mhm.
it will open a blank notes, right? So I try to make everything the same format. So whenever user add voice or graphical notes, it will have one the same notes format. So for example, yeah, this one project management. This example is only this notes has only title and description, but the others, for example, this one is, so this indicate the voice memo inside the voice inside, and it also has title, and its notes description is uh yeah, description inside. But if what if user doesn't add the title or the description, I think it will simply hide like this. So if you see my pointer, so Kirill, you will see
Yeah, yeah.
this only has voice notes. So it is indicate that this notes has only audio format. It doesn't have title. It doesn't have description. Something like that. So
Hmm.
for simple so you can guys, you can imagine like Google Keep or Apple Notes, something like that.
Yeah, it's actually what I expected. Yeah, exactly. So when we have only one format, we show placeholder for this format. So
Yeah.
this soundbar for audio. If we have two formats, we render text into picture, for example, and combine it with soundbar. Or if we have drawing and audio, then we display graphics and audio, and text, then we just present text. But here, am I right? It's a picture imported.
Yeah,
into,
you are right.
yeah. What do you think? How can the user import a picture? For
By
hand written notes, it's just start drawing or something. But for importing pictures, do we have like a link rendering or something?
yeah, I think we should add the picture shortcut here.
Image selector.
Okay. I will write the comment there. Okay, thank you, Kirill. So, does everything on the homepage clear for you?
Yeah.
So I had a quick question. So one memo has one type of like data, or can have multiple types of data. So one memo can contain like audio and then text, or just audio.
Actually, it should have several types of data inside this single container.
Okay.
But we don't have defined data format yet.
Right.
I guess we use .NET file or something like that.
Okay, I think we should move to next pages. Like, let's talk about this add or edit node. This
Imam, could you make it like how it was before this follow mode? How to enable it?
I'm sorry.
Like how to follow your
Okay.
cursor? How to follow your cursor?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, spotlight.
Yeah, I will ask everyone to spotlight me. So yeah, I think I should review this add or edit node first. So if you guys can see here, by pressing this new memo or shortcut here, for example, user clicking on this button, this drawing button, it will directly go to graphic drawing. But for this new normal memo, will add this blank canvas. Yeah, maybe I should add the blank state later. And yeah, as you guys can see, this is for the yeah, maybe in the future we can create the version of the notes and title tags, image if it's have, and its content and its editor, and this edit or save this space, this another shortcut here. So I think this should be more clear to you guys. So how do you guys, how your first impression to this? Yeah, maybe I will ask another team member like Tuan or Tarek or Schubert. Can you share your opinion? Can you share your first impression? Yeah, not only this add or edit, but the whole design, the whole from home till this screen. Feel free to speak.
Sure. Yeah. So as you know, currently the Memo app has only monotype of a single node. Like it can only be text, or it can only be graphic drawing. But with the new design, we are going to support a node with multiple type. Multiple type node. So it could be voice and graphical drawing and text, and even rich media like picture.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's a big change, and we have to do a lot with the current implementation to support this multiple type node. And For the node editing design, I noticed that we have back and forth error. As I understand, it should means to undo or redo the step that we make in the previous edit, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Like yeah, it looks pretty much like a Word or a document editor to me.
Mhm.
I'm wondering, like a little bit more specific that what exactly we are going to undo upon a user actions. Like if I type a words containing 5 characters, then I type from the first character to the 5th character, and then I press on undo button, then is it going to delete the 5th character? And then I do undo again, it deletes the 4th character and so on. If that is the case, then we need to think about how many steps of undo and redo we are going to support as well. Like, I think we should support a maximum. We should limit the maximum number of redo and undo steps, like 3 or 4 or 5 times. So we should think about it because, yeah, I think this is quite this will be a little bit complex in terms of the implementation if we want to
Mhm.
support the undo and redo function.
Mhm.
And yeah, I also noticed there is a pin button here. I'm not sure what it's supposed to do, so I would appreciate if you can walk us through. I also can notice that we have tag here, but as far as I understand, this should do the same thing as currently we have with the shelf app right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, could you
And
repeat about chat?
we support tags for Memo here. So I remember one of our apps also had a tag feature. Wondering if this supposed to be the same thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the same thing.
Yeah.
But like links, just in case, links from shelf might not be openable in Memo in first version at least. But yeah, the idea of text is the same. By the way, yeah, good question about redo undo. Actually, we have something like time machine feature in prototype. I'm not sure if it's in main branch, but I just merged that something like 3 months ago. And that was redo undo by versions. But here it looks like redo undo for editing mode.
Modification.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Node and yeah, a good question like how we define step to redo or undo. I would expect that we implement. Yeah, it's not completely straightforward, but we should probably implement something like if user moves to another section of text or like from paragraph to heading or from text to voice or graphics, then we like detect this border of steps and we cancel or do steps like some notion of portion. But maybe it's not just 10 symbols or 20 symbols. It should be like more advanced.
Yeah. Thank you, Tuan, for noticing that. So I will maybe discuss with Kirill to define that. So I will provide the state of undoing and redoing. What happen if it's click once, twice, or even multiple times like that. I already note that. So
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Tuan. Is there anything else you want to talk or discuss? Maybe on yeah, maybe on the last pages or
Actually, about text, I have a question. Like, is anywhere in Figma the flow how to edit text, or we just click on them and because we have text editing in Navigator, and there we have special like modal or dialog for editing text for racers with like suggestions, like most frequently used text. But I think we haven't done this in this design yet, right?
yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Let me note your concern about the text, right? So yeah, note. So maybe in the future I will also define the add text state. So yeah, it is has not been defined yet. How
By
how
the
the
way, I
text
think
will add.
if you could show Navigator app,
Okay,
that be useful for
let's
context.
okay.
Yeah, we can start from here. Guys, here we have on the left is a folder screen. So user is supposed to add folders with his own user data, for example, screenshots or movies or Instagram. And the idea is that we filter out all the clutter which usually user can see when opens standard file browser. Because all apps save their data in different places on disk. And here we could allow user to focus on only his own data. And we have here, this three-dot menu and like folder menu. Yes, I don't really remember. Does this folder menu switch to resource grid to this second screen, right? Yeah. So we can switch to this resource grid per folder, and we can use aggregated mode, this button, navigate data. So navigate data takes data from all these folders and like flattens all folder structure and presents user with a flat space of resources, which then is supposed to be filtered using tags and kind tags. So this kind tags is automatically derived text, for example, video for video and image for image and document for PDF and text and stuff like this. And we have so this right now is almost empty. It's a text selector. Here we have only one video tag which is automatically derived, but we have also like it can have like 100 tags, for example, as many as user inputs. Imam, could you find where we have like a bigger picture of text selector? Yeah, this one. This one is enough. Yeah, 4 is okay. So this is user-defined tags. For example, anime, One Piece, food, or place. And we can edit tags. By the way, here in resource grid, it's editing tags for multiple resources at once. So this can save time. For example, if a user wants to tag photos from his trip, like vacation, and user could add tag with some country which he visited, for example. And we can also edit tags per single resource in gallery mode. Rate actually is the only app which we uploaded to Play Store in older form without this design. And we should upload new version. But it isn't really tied to the rest of Arc family right now. I have idea of like syncing portfolios across devices and adding tags, but right now it's not implemented. But it was actually just like the simplest app we could implement to upload to Play Store, and now we redesign it, and after that, will be much more complete.
Okay, so that is for the text. Are we done talking about the text?
Yeah. I think we will need to add a couple of pictures in Memo design with like text editing dialog, but that's it.
Sure. And I will ask others member, for example, Tarek and Subert. Do you guys have any feedback for our very first version of design before we implement?
Yeah, so I think I don't have like so much experience with design, but from a user perspective, I think Arc Memo looks really nice and will make a great app. So thanks for putting this.
Yeah, thanks for the appreciation.
Okay, it means good. I think the new design looks good, but I will a few questions. One is about we have. I don't know how can I come back to the design again so that I can also you can also see my cursor. Can you see my mouse? How can I do that?
I'm sorry.
Now you can see my cursor, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. I see we have added a feature to combine all types of nodes in one node. I think that's good enough and that's great. Even though it's complex to implement. But now my question is on voice. When we record voice notes, like here, how do we present to the user when they are playing the voice notes now? Like I open this voice note, open it, after opening it, and I want to play to listen to the note. Now I want to see some users may want to see the note playing as we do in music class. You know?
Yeah.
So how do we present that to the user? So the one is about I think we'll be implementing this soon enough. I don't know anything about you manage design, but I don't know if you prepare the colors to us like the color code means so that we color it and other UI features as they are required by the design. You?
Okay. You're asking about color code, right? So
Yes, exactly.
okay. Yeah, maybe I will write the guide later, including like colors, style, design system, something like that. Is that clear? So I actually had my library, my framework. So maybe I will bring that to this file so developers can see the guideline, the colors, something like that in the future. But yeah, thank you for asking. Is there anything that you want to talk, Schubert?
Yes.
Anything else?
Yes. There's a, no, you can go on. Those are your questions.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, tell me if
Guys,
you.
I'm curious about colors actually, like
Okay.
how everybody perceives this, because I think Imam chose colors which fit logo, and logo was created before, and I
Yeah,
think logo
this
is
brand
pretty
logo.
good, at least okayish. And but I'm not sure about brown color actually, like for audio notes.
Yeah, we should ask everyone.
I think the button colors are okay. Look good to me. I don't know. Some of you. But to me, they look cool.
Okay, thank you, Super. Any opinions for Tuan or Tarek?
We have a unified theme for like other applications as well. So do we want to do this, or just like have various colors for various applications?
Yes, I have. I will provide that later. So developers or others team doesn't have to be worried. Okay, let me bring that first, right? If
Okay.
in case you guys want to see, in case you guys want to discuss together, hold on. So for now, temporarily, I will bring that here. So the swatches. So
Wait,
this is
how did
for
you do that?
no, I just copy and paste here.
You had it before. Okay.
Yeah. So, do you think any level of colors is more interesting? Or if you guys have any perception, just let me know. Or maybe you guys want to you guys have an idea to change from yellow to maybe even red or blue or something.
I think yellow is fine. It's easy on the eye, but
Okay.
these strong browns are kind of like hard. So yeah, but I don't have a strong opinion on the color theme. I just think like it has to be the same color theme for all applications that we support.
For example, like rate, right? Rate, self, retouch. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I think I will ask. Yeah, maybe we should discuss this with Kirill. What do you think, Kirill,
Yeah.
for the color scheme?
I remember we had a similar discussion with rate where
Yeah.
yeah, probably you can show it now.
Okay, I will
We have
bring.
a logo
So
and we have like a secondary color.
okay, so can you guys spotlight me again?
Just to
Follow me again on the Figma screen. So yeah, I will tell you guys a short story. So I was talking about the color scheme with Kirill before, and then for this this design, this sketch for new rate. So yeah, I was add the purple directly since the logo is purple, right? But our last prototype had this how do I say cyan color, or yeah, let's call that green, right? For now, this green color. And yeah, I remember I want to remove that green, but Kirill thinks this green will have a good combination. So uh in result, I try to apply that uh one color scheme. This will look like if it's only green, and this will look like if only violet or purple. And this is for the dark mode, and yeah, this is for the green dark mode. But how if we combine that, right? I should make a prototype first, make the everything visible first, so it can look like this. So this one, if we combine two colors together, so then we decide to go with two colors for red. So that was the story. I don't think we should change. I don't know. That was the process of we changed the color. But uh I remember Tarek concern is how if we change all the colors to one color scheme, for example, red, Memo, and retouch and others is the same color, right? So what do you think now, Tarek?
I still don't get it. Like if we have like two themes, violet and green, why do we have yellow? Is this like a third theme that you are like, proposing?
Okay. I think because the brand will be divided by every product, right? Memo will have its own app, and then red is different app, and the other will have different colors. I think it's depend on uh Kirill, maybe. Do you have any?
yeah, it's difficult. Honestly, I don't know. Like I actually don't remember then that I was proposing this greenish color, but yeah. Anyway, I'm for the best decision. So if doesn't like greenish color, I don't mind. It actually looks pretty standard, I would say. Greenish, like a lot of greenish apps.
Yeah, I think
And bluish.
I have a strong opinion for this. For example, Tarek, if you want, let's say user have anything in their perception already, like they know arc, what is that arc, right? And then when user want to remember about one app, it can go directly with one color. Like Mimo, it will be familiar with yellow, right? So with we use one color scheme, like different in every app, user will have easily to remember it was a different app, like for Mimo and red and other cells. I think the idea was that.
So you mean you think it's better to keep the same theme across different apps, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It could be.
Okay.
Actually, the big idea of Arc project is like to release a framework which could be used by third parties to implement their own apps. And I also want to conduct hackathon sometime when we have frameworks ready. But we also could have like flagman apps or like official apps which come along the framework and demonstrate its powers, so to say. And yeah, for this we could use same thing to highlight like our own style. But how do we decide on this single thing for multiple apps? What we would base on?
Okay, I think this decision will take more long time since
Yeah, probably.
yeah, probably will take a long time since when I open the Arc website, right, arcbuilders.dev, thing that come in my mind is it will have a lot of apps, right? I see navigator, self, right, and retouch there, and it's already have different colors. And yeah, I think for me as a designer, I think it will be good. It's a very good thing. So later, if we have a lot of apps, for example, we will release 5 apps or even 10 apps, right? How do user remember one of them? How do user easily get in their mind? So yeah, that will be my strong opinion for the color scheme. Like in short, we should keep this scheme like 1 app for 1 color, or maybe 1 or 2 for 1 app.
Yeah, it's
1
also
or
a
2
difficult part.
colors for 1 app, I mean.
Probably we also will have dark theme option, like so user will be able to switch day theme and night theme,
Okay.
like on websites.
All right.
And in this case, so yeah, also very difficult to provide uniform experience with both color profiles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I hope this discussion will be very clear for Tariq.
I get it.
Okay. Thank you, Tariq, for asking about that. I think we nearly come to end of the session. Yeah, I will left this
Yeah, I think
discussion to Kirill.
for more than 1 hour. I actually have one quick question to one, actually. To
Yes,
one,
yes.
yeah. I'm always wondering, like, because yeah, my experience, like my career is tightly related to software development, and I spent a lot of time programming myself, but I never programmed for mobile, and very rarely I programmed for frontend in general. But like, so how usually it works? Like, so we have this design in Figma, and like some decisions about colors and how buttons look and different visual elements. But how we transport this design to mobile app? Because if it was JavaScript, then I would think of CSS. But for Kotlin apps, I'm not sure how it's done.
Okay, so I assume by mentioning app, your mobile app, you mean Android, right? Because currently we do not support iOS yet. So
Right.
for Android, when we do the layout programming, we do it with the XML file because the XML UI is the native way of Android to do the UI building. So mostly we do it with XML file. There is a recent framework, which is Jetpack Compose, that is newly developed and suggested by Google, but in my humble opinion, is not yet widely used because of several reasons. One of the reasons is stability, as the framework is new, so the stability is one thing we should consider before using JPEG Compose. For myself, I've been doing the UI layout with like more than 10 years, so I feel comfortable with the XML file when doing with the UI. So I think also currently we are going with the XML approach. So I think it's okay to go with XML to create this new design. Does that answer your question?
So, if I understand correctly, XML here serves the same purpose as CSS in JavaScript.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but how do we create this XML, like from this Figma file? Is it just quick by finding somewhere like pieces of this XML in the internet?
Well, a screen is actually a layout, and inside the layout we have text component, we have picture component, and for text we have different text style, like bold or regular or italic. So we have to start with the root layout, where it's mostly the container, and we will build each component from normally in top down from top down approach. Like we will create component by component from top of the screen to the bottom of the screen, and yeah, we do it one by one.
So basically, just walking through elements or looking at their layout.
Yeah.
Modeling this. Yeah, got it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And review component in Figma is already presented with the specific properties like text color, text style, or text size. So we can base on that to exactly in the file.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, Tuan. My last question. Is there any component or part that is impossible to create for now on this design?
In this design?
Yeah.
I think all of those are pretty basic components,
Okay.
and they should have been already supported by Android. Of course, for some components like the grid view, like the home page of the memos, we should do some customization on the list, because if you notice, each of the node can have different height, and so yeah, that is one customization thing we should do in order to support that kind of thing.
Okay. How
yeah,
about this list view?
that is pretty basic, and if you notice, it's also have each item also can have different height and even width, so that will require customization, because normally with very basic initialization of the list item should have the same size, but if we do expect a different size for different types of item, then we have to do customization here, and that's why I think the grid list here should be the most complex one amongst all the components inside this design.
Okay, so
yeah,
you say this grid or this list?
This list.
Okay, this grid view, right?
Yeah, grid view.
Yeah, Kirill, how about if go ahead.
But but that doesn't mean it's impossible to do so. I just mean it's more complex to do than the list view.
Okay, I think we can easily make this list view as default first. Okay, so you can make this the rest maybe after some iteration. Okay, so there is no any impossible component left, right?
Yeah, I think other components are we can build with natively supported views in Android.
Okay, so okay, thank you, Tuan. Feel free to
Yeah,
for everyone, feel free to mention me in the group if you guys have any problem to, for example, finding the color scheme, something like that. For example, you guys want to request a state of undo, for example, or state for voice, like Subert talked before. Yeah, maybe that's all for me. I will move back to Kirill.
Yeah, thanks. So it sounds awesome. I'm glad we conducted this session.
Okay, guys, thank you for attending this discussion. I think it's productive enough. We have productive discussion today, and I will I will back with some updates that we already discussed here. So thank you, Subert. Thank you, Tuan. Thank you, Tarik and Kirill, for providing this session. I
Thank you,
think
Imam.
feel free to ask me in group chat if you guys have a request according to the design, like maybe you guys need color scheme, something like that again. So yeah, I will close this and again move back to Kirill. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a great evening, everyone.
Yeah, have a
Yeah.
great
Goodbye.
day, everyone.
Have a good night. Goodbye.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and follow us for more content like this.